Hey, so today let's talk about the silent energy drainers in your everyday routine. Now, as an executive mom, you may be no stranger to the long days and the packed calendars, but if you find yourself feeling completely wiped out by mid-afternoon or early evening, despite eating well and trying to do everything right, it may not be just your busy schedule. It could be the hidden energy drainers that are woven into your daily routines. Now, the truth is, it's not often the very big things that wear us down. It is the small, repeated habits that quietly tax your body and your nervous system until you're really running on fumes. Now, and the most frustrating part about this is that you have probably been taught to ignore them or push them away or push through them. Now, in today's video, we will talk about what is really draining your energy and what can you do about it. Now, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Swati. I'm an executive mom power coach. I help moms of younger kids who work in high stress executive jobs to manage their spinal, that is back and neck, and nerve pain despite low energy levels and brain fog. Which is also known as a mommy brain, or basically its lack of focus. I do this by giving you some simple exercises, some easy lifestyle modification, a lot of other things, along with some tips and tricks that have helped me in my own pain and adrenal fatigue journey. Now, those of you who are familiar with adrenal fatigue know that it has a lot of symptoms. However, the ones that I mostly refer to, or rather the ones that I had, were low energy levels and lack of focus. When you have these two, it is so difficult to get through even your everyday routine, leave alone managing your aches and pains. So here I am. It's not impossible to get through them, but it is very, very difficult. So I don't want your journey to be as long as mine. And here I am with my personal experience and my professional expertise, trying to help you get to the other side. All right, let's get into the topic for today, which is the silent energy drainers in your everyday routine without taking more of your time, because we are moms, we are busy people. All right, so as I was saying, let's talk about three of these hidden energy drainers that we might be overlooking in our daily routine. So, the very first one is poor posture. Now, poor posture is equivalent to constant energy leak. Now, when your body is out of alignment, suppose you have rounded shoulders, your hips are shifting, your head or your neck is poking forwards, your body has to work overtime just to keep you upright in a good posture against gravity. Now, this means that your muscles are firing all day long when they shouldn't be. So that drains out your energy without you even noticing. So basically, your muscles are working overtime to be able to keep up with that poor posture that you have. So what can you do? You can start with some small not energy, posture resets throughout your day to conserve your energy. Now, a simple check-in at your desk, for example, would be, are your shoulders over your ears? I'll just explain this. Is your core gently engaged? Little shifts like this can save your energy and ease tension. So, if you haven't heard me talk about a forward head posture, let me just explain. So, this is the tip of my shoulder here. This is my earlobe. Now, if you draw a straight line from my earlobe here, it falls somewhat in line with the tip of my shoulder, right? So I do have a forward head posture. I realize that I'm still working on it. So, hey, nobody's perfect. Now, but if you have a proper forward head posture with, you know, how some people, they will look into their phones or they will stare at the screen all day long. So they have this forward head posture where if you look at the earlobe, you draw a line, it falls very much in front of the tip of your shoulder. So it should be here, but it's actually somewhere, it's falling somewhere here, right? So there's a lot of gap. So what happens is when you have this forward head posture, in order to balance the head over your torso or your body has to round forwards because it's not able to pull back the neck into that neutral alignment or overcome that forward head posture. So what it does is, okay, we're going to round the shoulders. There's going to be rounding at your upper back, which will lead to slouching at your mid back. And then thereafter, there's like a crescent effect, um, a cascading effect, whereas wherein your lower back is also your slouch at your lower back, your hips are, and pelvis are out of alignment, etc., etc. It just goes on and on. So it goes down the chain. Now, when you're thinking about a posture reset, I can take you through a posture reset in this video, but it'll become too long. So what I've done is I have written a blog on this topic, which is called The Three Hidden Energy Drainers You May Be Overlooking in Your Daily Routine. I will leave a link to that blog in the description of this video. On Instagram, the link is in my bio. And really, if you're a busy mom like me and you can't find it, just message me or leave a comment below. I'll send it to you. So in that blog, I talk about forward head posture. There is details of how to do a posture reset. There is also a video of how do you know if you have a good sitting posture, which is quite helpful. So it's simple things like this that add up and they make a big difference when you do them. It also talks about fatigue, inflammation, etc., that I'm going to address soon. Um, okay, so the next thing I wanted to talk about, another energy drainer, is your breathing pattern. Most of us have a shallow breathing pattern, which keeps us in that fight or flight mode. Now, what happens is when you have a rushed morning, when you have those back-to-back Zoom meetings, you have those endless to-do lists, it can cause a lot of shallow upper chest breathing, which tells your nervous system to stay in that alert or stress state. Okay, so moving back a little, so let me step back. Your nervous system can either be in that alert, heightened stress state, or it can be relaxed and calm. Now, when you're always on the go, 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 your nervous system tends to be in that stress state and it cannot relax itself. Now, over time, this constant stress state can lead to fatigue, inflammation, and of course, that will eventually lead to spinal and nerve pain or aches and pains in your body. So, what can you do? So, take 1 or 2 minutes to pause and take some deep belly breaths. So, you just need to breathe in and breathe out. Very, very simple, right? But this is something that we all forget to do. You need to take a deep breath and just exhale slowly. It helps to reset your nervous system. If you want to close your eyes, that's even better. Helps you calm your mind and restore your focus. So try it out. Of course, there are lots of breathing patterns out there like box breathing, ujjayi breathing, and a lot of pranayams or the breathing practices. If you are into those things, of course, those can help, but otherwise, a simple deep breathing or deep belly breath can also be helpful. All right. Another thing I want to talk about is the micro tension that we don't realize that we're holding in our body. So sometimes you may have noticed that you clench your jaw when you're concentrating, or you shrug your shoulders when you're stressed. And those micro tensions that sort of build up, they seem harmless, but when it builds, it is gradually adding up. It can lead to a lot of stiffness, exhaustion, and those aches and pains building up. So what can you do? Set reminders to do micro movements every 20 minutes, half an hour, if not at least an hour, right? So set reminders to soften your jaw, drop your shoulders, just wiggle around a little bit, just some movement, even if it's done sitting at your desk, to send that safety signal to your body. Again, going back to that flight or fight mode, like the nervous system is stressed. This point is also related to that stressed nervous system. When you do those movements, it sends a signal to your body that it is safe and you are not going to be in that stress state. And of course, the movement is going to help to reset that rhythm of the body and reset that micro tension that you might be holding. So, really, you deserve energy that lasts, right? If you have been blaming those energy dips on age or hormones, as I was doing, or just being busy, it's time to reframe this. The way you breathe, the way you move, the way you carry yourself, all of these matter, and these small shifts can make a big difference. When I was in the same place as probably where you are today and listening to this video, I used to think these small things are, they're so tiny. How on earth is going to help me? But it does. These things add up. So try it out for yourself. And Oh yeah, the blog that I was talking about, the one that I will leave a description in the video for, it has a free video guide which is called Quick and Easy Desk-Based Exercises to Avoid Spinal and Joint Pain, nerve pain actually. So they are simple, easy exercises. You can do them under 2 to 3 minutes sitting at your desk. Of course, if you want to make them longer, you can stretch it to 10 minutes also. But you just need 2 to 3 minutes to do those exercises. So that's something you can do every hour or so while you're sitting at your desk or in the comfort of your home. So have a look at that blog. In case you missed it, I will leave a link in the description of this video. Or if you can't find it, just message me and I'll send it across to you. Or you just drop a comment below, I'll send it to you. Alrighty, I hope this was useful and hopefully you'll be able to find those hidden energy drainers in your everyday routine. And if you come up with something else that you think is draining your energy, let me know. I'll be happy to hear from you. Alrighty, I'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.